y'all. Welcome back to the Mommy First podcast.
Where you're a mommy first.
And a baddie immediately after.
It's your girl, Danny the icon.
It's your girl, Lila. What's up?
And it's your typical, by any means necessary, typical Tana.
Oh, you think cause she ain't stepped out in a while, cause she been handling things around the house, handling the kids, that she ain't still pressure? Oh, yeah?
Alright, yo. How y'all feeling? We back? How y'all feeling?
Yeah.
I didn't worry.
Like,
Yeah. Guys again. How
behind it. A lot has happened, so we're glad to be back.
Life has been lifing the hard way, but we are here.
What's been going on? Give the people some updates.
We here.
We here.
Unfortunately, I don't even know where to start with the updates.
How my life has been going, but you know.
How's y'all's last week been?
How's motherhood been for y'all since we last tuned in and talked to the people?
Motherhood has been good and rough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just because
It's a roller coaster.
Probably just because of what I've been going through this year. It's been kind of rough. Just kind of, trying to go through that transition that we're in. But other than that, it's been pretty good.
I've been redefining myself as a mom because there are certain circumstances that has tested my ability and my title as a mom. And so I'm just been keeping an open mind as to what this redefining is going to look like as I get through these. Because I want to save it for later, those type of updates. But yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you don't want to kind of say like what redefining is looking like? We'll save that for later.
Because I don't know how long, I don't know how compelled I'm going to get into it. So I want to keep timing, under wraps. That's it.
Okay.
It's a testimony, so just kind of save it for the.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So guys, you want to go too deep into it? Okay.
Yeah, but I mean,
well, for me, it's been the same, navigating single parenthood in a new way because I think Jose's starting to realize a lot more and understand when the presence is not there, and I kind of been trying to figure out how to work through that with him. So that's been a new challenge. I had to stop being nice mommy because he's been acting up. And I don't know if that's because of the lack of presence that he's starting to realize or if it's just what he's just going through at his age. But that has just been my biggest transition with trying to, figure out single parenthood, raising the son, keep him active, keep him disciplined, still try to be that loving mommy. That's always my issue with trying to figure out like how to balance the disciplinarian and then the nurturer as a single parent. So that's been my challenge lately for motherhood. That's what I've been going through.
Have you felt any confliction with the whole switching from nice mommy to have to be more stern?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so. It's been hurting my little heart. He's had to get his butt whooped more than he's ever got his butt whooped over the last week.
Yeah.
And his reaction to it just kind of breaks my little heart. But I can't. He's getting to a kind of out of control point, so it's kind of like I have to kind of like set my foot down. So even like his karate teacher was like, "Do you whoop his butt?" It was kind of, so I was like, "Oh shoot, I gotta really start stepping into it." And I gotta he's been on TV tablet punishment for like the last 2 weeks, and that's been hard. But that's also made me be more present and active. So me and my best friends, we do a Monday coffee. So every Monday we like set our goals for the week and we like discuss with each other. So one of mine was to spend undivided time with him every day after work.
That's what I mean. And my redefinement is the same. Yeah.
So I've been doing really good with that. And I haven't been letting him eat in like his little playroom. He has like a little table, whatever. But he's been having to eat at the kitchen table. I've been sitting there with him because he don't like sitting alone. So I've had to force myself to get off my phone, go and sit with him, even if I'm not eating, to still talk to him. And we'll play. We've done Legos. He's done puzzles. He's getting really good at puzzles because I love puzzles. So trying to spend that time with him has been my focus. So that has been my biggest transition when what I've been going, what I've been focused on when we took our break was kind of trying to really dive into being a mom, being a single mom with my son.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been going through.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's it. But we back.
We are back.
These topics.
Yeah.
So we can start with the motherhood topic. So, Adriana Smith. I'm sure that name is ringing bells for a lot of people. She was a mom in Georgia. She was pregnant with her second child.
Mm-hmm.
She ended up going to the hospital earlier this year for some really bad headaches she started having. They kind of just sent home with medicine. They didn't do no CT scan. They didn't keep her overnight just to see. And, head injuries or head, situations are very crucial.
Right.
So she went home. When she woke up, her child's father said she was gasping for breath. Took her to the hospital. She eventually ended up brain dead. And her family wanted to take her off of life support. But because of Georgia's anti-abortion laws, ever since Roe v. Wade got overturned, they couldn't give the family that right to take off life support because they have to prioritize life of the fetus. So she basically started being an incubator for the child. Brain dead, family wants to grieve, family wants to let her go to rest. So you don't know what somebody's going through when they're on life support. She could be in a whole lot of pain.
Exactly.
And they just want to just give her that peace, but they couldn't. So they had to keep her on life support. She just had the baby.
Right.
The baby was just removed from her body last week at 2 pounds. Is in the NICU. Is undoubtedly going to have a whole lot of health issues, complications. And it's just a crazy situation, and it has sparked just a lot of debate. So I kind of wanted to get y'all thought about it, that situation in general. And I want to pose the question, if y'all were ever in a situation where it was life-threatening for you and your baby, would you want your family to save you or to save your baby? It's a lot. It's a very heavy topic, but I think it's necessary to definitely talk about it.
So I'm going to take a different spin because I have a daughter and she's old enough to understand certain concepts. So I'm pretty transparent with her. And when I knew that this topic was starting to be more discussed, I asked Emery if she was in a scenario where me as the mom see that she is on life support and pregnant. Who would you want me to save? She said herself. Obviously, when you don't have kids at first, that might be the first thing. But for her, when I followed up with why, she said she wouldn't want her child to be without a mom.
Exactly.
So these might be discussions, first of all, that individual families are having with each other. So I think it's really important that the family has a right to their loved ones, decision making when they're unable to make that decision, because y'all don't know what kind of conversations they're having behind door and what kind of advocating for their loved one. So I'm torn with that as, a citizen in this country, but as well as a healthcare worker, because there's certain rights that you just follow when it comes to making decisions like that. But then as a mom, of course, if there was, the thought of, I knew I was having this child, I wanted to have this child, moving forward, this happens to me, yes, I want my child to be saved before I am, because I gave up on myself a long time ago. It's all about my kids. So I can understand from both angles how difficult of a choice that is, whether to save a child's life, save the mother's life. But I don't feel like a state should be involved in that type of decision making, or other people who are not among that family. I think it's the right of that person and their loved ones. So that's a little bit of introduction how I feel about that aspect. Yes.
What would you want your family to do if it was you?
Save. Actually, I would have to think a little further, because I know for me right now, currently, I don't want any kids. So if I just had an accident for whatever reason, ended up pregnant, save me, because I already know the struggles that me and my kids are going through while I'm breathing. And the simple fact of the matter is I'm poor. God damn it, that makes a difference. That makes a fucking difference in the quality of life. So I don't, from a heart to heart, type of thing, I feel for the baby. You know, I would potentially want to see another person succeed in this life, but we do not have much control over the results of what a person's going to go through. So I have to pay attention, me personally, currently, on what my circumstances are. And right now, with my 2 kids, I want to be able to have that attention towards those 2 kids, because if you bring another mouth into the situation, it's divided, and your resources are spreading more thin, and you're in a country that really don't give a fuck about supporting you when your resources are thin. They don't give a fuck about this community. They don't give a fuck. They're worried about their own guilt. They're worried about their own whatever play into this shit. Like, I don't feel like it's from an authentic space. Yeah. And I don't feel like they're listening to the people who have to deal with these choices. Yeah. So,
okay. I always used to be. Oh, do you want to go? I always used to say, because the right thing to say is save the baby, save my child. So for years,
why is that the right thing?
This isn't like a new discussion. Like people have had this discussion for years. So I always like, oh, of course you would save yourself. Oh my God! But like me, where I am now as a mom. I think even if I didn't have my son, my perspective has changed now, because with my son, if it does happen, I want you to save me because I want my son to be without me. And then same scenario with the second baby, or if it was my first baby, would I want this baby raised by their mom? So granted, of course, the child deserves life, especially if I was so excited and wanted the baby and was ready for the baby to come to this world and see how they grow. I wouldn't want them to have to live without me, or my other son to live without me. So it's kind of like, would that be like grass is greener? Like, okay, you saved my baby. This baby can live a full life, but what's a full life without a parent? Especially a mom.
And I am kind of going to go a little further with that. So I personally, like if it was my first child, I would say, you know, if it was life or death, me or the child, I would save myself because there's still a possibility that I can have another child.
Yeah.
So I would definitely save myself. And then, of course, when you factor in already having a child or having children, again, you don't want them to have to live without a parent. Like it's already, like you said, hard enough, you know, in this world, and then so living without a parent or parents is even harder. I'm learning that through experience currently. But so I would definitely like save myself, and then too, it's like depending on the situation. If I have this child, if I say save the child and, you know, don't save me, is the child going to be healthy? Exactly. What comes with saving the child versus the parent? What comes with that? So I understand, like, it may have been different because she was brain dead. So there was no hope, you know, period. So I guess, you know, and since it is a, you know, abortion thing with the state, they had to save the baby. But who's to say, like, even with her being a mom, even though she's brain dead and then, like, the family comes in and they have to decide, maybe they would have just been like, okay, well, take them both. Like, it's okay.
I think they were coming to terms with that.
Right.
Because that was 4 months of them seeing their loved one in that bed. First of all, the fact of the matter, when your loved one may be in critical care, you know, illness or unconscious, the fact that you can't speak to them is hard enough. But they were seeing her body decay. So it was constant torture for that family. They literally wanted to just put her to rest. The mom, April, she expressed that she wanted to put her daughter to rest because it was constant reminder of what was going on with her baby, and that they couldn't even grieve properly.
Right. And they still can't.
And the thing,
because now they have to, now it's the baby that's in, critical
the baby
condition.
makes it because the baby was born early, 2 pounds.
Right.
And it was some other kind of issues baby could have. So
the baby,
they could save the baby, and the baby could die right
There's possibility of cerebral palsy, whatever. Because the baby didn't have enough oxygen to the brain. The only reason why she went into C-section is because there was fluid already on the baby's brain, and then that's an indication of other possibility of organs failing.
Right.
I have a cousin that's dealing with her child who has extreme disabilities because of those type of situations happening in the womb. So those doctors were aware that this is what the family has to deal with. Yeah. So now you put on a whole nother element to the situation. What about this family? There's a 7-year-old son who had to watch his mother every fucking day be laid in the hospital. He doesn't have a relationship with his brother. Hopefully he will. But right now, he was trying to grieve his mom, and they couldn't give that. And they knew that these are the situations that can occur from keeping this baby, trying to bring this baby into the world and put the baby on machines to just say that this baby's life is here. Now you're messing with the quality of this baby's life. Yeah. And where y'all going to be after the match?
Exactly, because y'all going to leave the family to take care of the child.
But you
don't know what the family got going on.
Don't know what they already have going on.
You guys taking her son. This baby will probably have medical issues. Y'all trying to take away all the assistance, so they need to go get some kind of assistance to help with the baby.
So medical bills on top of medical bills on top of medical bills.
On top of what they already were accruing from the mom being on life support.
But you know what's fucked up though? The Attorney General, Chris Carr, he said that they weren't obligated by law to keep her on life support. I'm being really tricky. I'm trying to, because the thing of the matter, language is important for us to follow. This is not life support. This was somatic support. There is a difference between the two. When it comes to life support, no, but for real, because I'm passionate, because it's fucked up, because it's all right. These are all right. But when it comes to life support, the main purpose of doing life support is to make sure that there's a higher chance for that person to survive and recover. A somatic support is literally prolonging the deceased for alternative result, which means usually when they do somatic support, it's either to extract organs or for the pregnancy. So that's the thing. Y'all already knew that this girl's life was done.
Right.
And that's where the family, if they had that right, that's where they would have made that decision. But now y'all put this family in this situation to take care of a child that they don't even know what the next steps are. Because when it comes to, because I'm dealing with the court systems right now. Now it's a means of who's going to have custody of this child. They don't know where the father is. So that right now the temporary custody is in the granny, but now the fucking time frame at the moment that they had to have that emergency thing, 2 days later was her birthday, her heavenly birthday or whatever. And then 2 days later they had to unplug this girl. All of this happening where there's a 30-day window for them to even put in petition to have custody for this child, or the state will take it. That's not fair. Y'all not giving us any time to even make a decision. And when we have to make a decision, y'all gonna have to rush us. Like they don't.
They don't care.
They don't care.
They don't care.
They don't care. Because it doesn't. So this is important that it's happening because it's getting all of us to talk about it. But there's been previous cases before, way since the 80s.
Right.
The last case that was similar to this was back in Texas. This Hispanic family. The girl was 14 weeks pregnant, declared brain dead. The husband had to fight the courts in Texas to have him be allowed to make a decision for his wife because of what he was experienced with the wife, and I guess what they know about their circumstances. And he won the case, so they didn't even get to be that far.
They didn't even get to fight.
Yeah, they didn't have to go through what that family had to go through, where Georgia's sitting here basically the doctor saying our hands are tied because their misinterpretation of what the law is. So it's like, I just don't feel like that decision had to be made. And then you got all of these legal circumstances happening because now the hospital saying one thing, the law saying another, and then the family has to deal with all of it. At the end of the day, like this is just fucked up to me. This is just fucked up. This is fucked up, y'all.
It got my wheels turning so what was the misinterpretation? So what does the law say? Because we kind of know how the hospital read the law. Mm-hmm. I know you said that the Attorney General said they weren't obligated to keep her on. So what does the law say?
So the Georgia's Life Act is basically they recognize the fetal as a person when there's a heartbeat, which is at 6 weeks.
Yeah, okay. I've heard that.
In the case if a person is actively trying to terminate the child, that's when the child's rights take over. But they weren't actively trying to terminate the child. She ended up dying.
Right.
And that's a whole nother situation. That's why he's covering his ass, which he should. He's covering his ass for the state of Georgia to be like, hey, this law is not saying for you doctors to have to keep a dead person, alive
because
they're pregnant. Working, because they're pregnant.
That's very, very sticky because the grandparents weren't actively trying to terminate. They were trying to put their daughter to rest. But in doing that, you are actively terminating the baby. So that's kind of how they read it that way. That was like, this ain't what y'all trying to do, but that's what it is. When y'all terminate this, when y'all let this woman pass, y'all going to actively terminate this baby.
So that's why it's like
sticky.
Yeah.
That is sticky.
That's the gray area that people don't really realize when it comes to laws like this, how it plays.
They didn't think about that, how in these situations.
He tried to say it's the discretion of the hospital. So they're basically trying to relinquish their responsibility over this decision and put it on the hospital.
Because how they read, they weren't wrong, but it's what they weren't trying to do that.
Right.
They weren't trying if the mom would have been healthy, the baby would have been here.
Right.
Nobody was going to try to actively get rid of that child. But that's what it said. They are actively terminating. That's so messed up. That is so sticky.
So would it have been different if they would have never said that she was pregnant?
Well,
how did they know that she was pregnant?
Because that's part of the test. That's part of some of the there's a certain type of triage when you enter the hospital, and then they can take blood work and it can kind of show up if you're pregnant or not. And then from there, they probably took extra precautions to make sure the heartbeat was, thumping.
And it just might be in records in general. It might be
that's
the hospital system. And then nobody knows when you go in, when they try to save you, the boyfriend might be like, please save her, she's pregnant with my child. You don't think that when she does pass that they're going to, you know that's going to happen. Right. So you're going to actually tell somebody she's pregnant, save her. And then, but then when this happens, you said she was pregnant, so, this we got to do. And
I was trying to figure out the date. I was trying, because they always had the date, February 19th is when she was declared brain dead. But they don't talk about the series that she had to go, because there's another layer to it as her being a black fucking woman going to get
care. They don't ever take us serious.
So what's going on. I was trying to figure out how, what was that time frame? How long was she in the hospital as far as being declared dead? How long was she in the hospital? Right. Because for them not to have an advance directive and all of that type of technicalities, it's kind of like you can tell they're hiding that information, because that people are going to look into that, because that means you had some type of time to talk to the family or talk to the girl before she became, unable to talk about what needs to be in place. And I know for me as an admin with the healthcare system, they always emphasize that how certain consents are important. Make sure that you're getting this. So my mind is like, what was happening before they declared that she was brain dead? Because now you got 2 hospitals. Really, both of them fuckers are responsible for what happened to that girl, for what happened to Adriana. Both of them, Northside and fucking Emory. They're responsible. But y'all didn't care about that woman's life while y'all being pro-life. I feel like quality life is very important for any fucking body. Y'all were caring about Adriana's life, and y'all don't give a fuck about Chance's life. Y'all just want to say something. Now, if I had money, yeah, save my baby's life. Save my baby's life. Okay. Take care of all 3 of my children, or I'm going to haunt you, and save my baby's life. I trust the people that support my kids now. But since I don't have any money, I'm going to have to terminate the baby.
How do you think that would impact your kids if they did save your baby and not you? With having money, but with the kids not having, especially this new baby, never get to hear your voice, see your smile, feel your energy.
What are they going to miss?
But you're talking about all of the kids all together,
all
right?
the kids all together, but especially like the new, because even though guys talked to previously, he never met his mom either. She died when he was a baby, but he still misses it. Like, he still misses having a mom. He still misses. He'll see pictures. I wish I would have seen her laugh. I wish I would have seen her smile. I hear stories. I wish I would have experienced that. So even if the baby doesn't know what they missed, the family's gonna tell stories. They're gonna share videos and pictures and things, and they're like, "Dang, I missed out on that. I never got to experience that." Yeah. Emery and Ari will tell all these stories about how great you were when they were growing up. Like, dang, I didn't get to have mom in my soccer games, or I didn't get to have mom doing TikToks with me. Like, dang, like kids, they still miss that. And I've come to learn that from talking to the guy that even when you never have experienced it, you miss it. You always have that hole in your heart that's missing. Yeah. Like, no matter how many stepmoms, mother figures, sisters, cousins, aunties come in to help out, it's not the same as having your mom.
Because it is affecting your mental health for sure. Yeah. It is another topic to look at any point of losing somebody. Yeah. I would hope that at least with Emery being the oldest, if I was in a situation now like that, that she would kind of resume a role to protect the mental health of her siblings and to support that if they need that therapy or if they need that shoulder to cry on or to even ask the questions, that space is there, because either which situation is going to have some type of damaging effect on the loved ones. And I just hope that if my decision was to take my life and give my unborn child a chance, that their life is, good. I don't know how quick it can switch, but I know that with my circumstances being hard because of the fact of money, that I know that it's just another cushion for them to explore stuff like their mental health and things like that. But I know that's really good to think about, because those are the decisions that we all should be considering when we have these private conversations. Yeah. Like, to know if your family members are mentally solid to even take on this child, and what they might feel or want to know about. It's important. That's good.
Yeah. Is that made y'all want to have those conversations with y'all family? Because I never thought to actually have the conversation. You go into I'm gonna come back out, but there's a chance you might not come out of childbirth.
Right.
It's made me want to have those conversations now. So that they know what's
for me. Yes.
Yeah. If I'm unable to make a decision myself, if it's happened to me, this is what I would do.
Yeah, for sure.
Do y'all think that this happening is going to change anything? You think it's going to get the lawmakers thinking, moving?
Things are not going to change until we change.
Probably not. Yeah. Okay.
So the lawmakers, they going to keep doing what the fuck they doing. It's really up to us. If we care that much to pay attention to the details like that, and we start being more active the best way we can be, things won't change.
And advocating for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
What can we do to make those changes? Like, what steps can we take?
Continue to advocate for yourself. If she went to the hospital saying that she had headaches and they was like, oh, we're going to send you with some medicine. No, you're not.
You have the right to,
You're going to, I want you to do this. I want you to go, you know, take me and do a, you know, CT scan. I need you to do, you know, what's the other they do? EEG, whatever
EKG,
it is, EKG.
Yeah.
I need to do everything, MRI. I need to do everything, run every test, you know, so that I can know for sure, okay, it's not this, you know, it's not this. They didn't find anything here. Then maybe I'll try that medicine and see if that helps. But no, you're gonna do everything that you possibly can first.
Because I feel like, I mean, obviously God has the ultimate say, but I feel like the chance will be a little bit higher for Adriana to still be here if Northside paid attention to what she was trying to express to them when she went into that emergency room. Like, that stuff could have been done, but
what about the sudden situations where she might not have went to the hospital? She might have went to the hospital that day, and then next thing you know, she passed out, and then
which happens.
Yeah. So what can we do to make these changes? So there's no we can like stand up and like we gotta kind of accept like that's just the law and that's how it is.
No, absolutely fucking not.
What can we do?
No, I mean,
what can we do to like have them make these changes? Look at Adriana. Don't let her death be in vain. Like realize how these laws that y'all have set are affecting women. It's not just for women being irresponsible and just want to terminate a pregnancy. Think about these situations. Think about these things you don't think about. If somebody's on life support, what would happen? If somebody passes away and they're brain dead, what would happen?
Well,
if somebody, you know, incest, rape, things like that, like how, like
what's good with women?
Yeah.
This right here is another form of just like open up the discussion.
Platforms to have these discussions.
But also realizing that us not speaking up, us not doing something affects this very issue. Like even something I'm not gonna say it's small because it's big, like voting. When we had to vote for that. You know, when we had to vote for,
big, such a small
Roe versus Wade.
Yeah. It's so easy to go and vote. Like, some people ain't gonna vote.
Exactly.
Think it's so small, but it's such a huge thing.
And so now, because you didn't go vote, or because you voted against it, here we are.
Somebody said people voted on vibes, and now we're about to go to war. That's what you get when you vote on vibes. There's nothing. I don't like her energy. I'm not gonna vote for her. Now look at us.
Right.
Look.
That's crazy. Like
literally. They
didn't like her energy, but she had the experience to deal with this political stuff more than the other candidate. Like, I don't even know what vibes he fucking gave off, but you felt like it was good? No.
Yeah.
And now here's the domino effects of all of this. Even though that was his first term, right? When the whole Wade versus Roe situation, when they overturned it, was it during Donald Trump's era?
No, wasn't that during Biden?
Well, I don't know. I was trying to figure out. Like,
I think it was during Biden. Yeah, I think it was during Biden's run. But I think it was kind of like out of his hands. Because I remember Kamala like speaking up against it.
Yeah. Because I don't know if it was because of the Supreme Justice that he Trump appointed. Some shape or form. We got to pay attention to those.
In June 2022, it's been 3 years.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was like this month. That's crazy.
And
it's all science because like this situation happens and has reached the head in June, and then Roe v. Wade was overturned in June 3 years ago. So this is God telling us something. There's no coincidences,
right?
That
we just need to listen.
On Friday 3. I'm gonna see when the anniversary is, or when, like what day it happened. But yeah, we gotta keep having these discussions. Wait, I'm trying to find the date. Okay, find it. But we need to still have these platforms, these discussions, open them up, and try to figure out what we can do if we can find some ways to like speak to y'all lawmakers in y'all state and y'all city, we definitely need to put that like in the description box on all the on YouTube and in the podcast sites and everything, so people know how they can have their voices heard to speak up. Because
if y'all have ideas, put it in the comments or anything.
Let us know what y'all think about the situation. What would y'all want y'all family to do? Save you or save the baby? Like, let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Okay, we're gonna get into our hot topic now. Tyler Perry released a movie on Netflix called Straw. If you haven't seen, have y'all seen it?
No.
Tana.
No.
Tana.
I've been in a certain anime kick, so I just been glued to that.
Oh, anime you been watching?
Right now I'm watching Overlord.
Okay. We're gonna talk later.
But yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna say I watch it.
Don't take my black card though. Fuck that.
That might be taken. I'm not a Tyler Perry movie fan.
Yeah.
If any other Tyler Perry movie, I would let it slide. But Straw, it's crazy.
But what attracted you to Straw before watching it?
Everybody talking about it. Because no other Tyler Perry movie I've seen, he has like a few-year deal with like a few film deal with Netflix. I ain't watched the Mia Culpa. I ain't watched the Beauty.
What about Divorce in Black?
I ain't watched Divorce in Black, whatever it's called. I ain't watched. There was another one. I ain't watched none of that. I'm not a Tyler Perry fan.
I've seen all of them. I love everybody.
Tyler Perry. Okay, I like the plays, not the movies. But everybody's talking about Straw. I was like, okay, I got it. Yeah. When people say they were crying. Yeah. And it's about like a single mom. I said, okay, it's up my alley. Yeah. I'm about to go watch that. Yeah. I actually recorded a YouTube video of me reacting, so I need to edit it and post it. But
and then Tyler Perry was like, "This is not like any other movie."
Yeah, I did see that.
It's not. Surprisingly, I can see a lot of people say that too. That it's not like his movie. You know, he has those typical stereotypes about his movies. It wasn't none of that.
Tell me about it.
Oh my God. Okay, so the general overview of it is. Taraji P. Henson is playing a woman named Janaya, which I didn't like. She didn't like Janaya to me, but whatever. But she is a single mom. She has a daughter. How was her daughter? Do you remember? She was older, like 7. Yeah. Who has like health issues. And just like goes through her day of just a series of unfortunate events, like at her job. She works like at a supermarket. She's struggling to make ends meet.
She works 2 jobs.
She works. What was the second job? I never got what the second job was. They said she works 2 jobs.
Yeah, she said she worked 2 jobs. I don't remember what the other one was.
She works 2 jobs, can't make ends meet, and she's trying to survive with her daughter. And I would say, it might be spoiler alert, so if you haven't watched it, you might want to pause right here and then come back and listen to this again. But basically, so many things happened. Her daughter needed $40 for her lunch, and she was getting picked on because the teacher was calling out from the class saying, "You keep eating the special lunch. I need my $40." Basically, so she got $40. Girl, yeah, pissed me off. Like, she just messed up. So she goes to work, but her daughter has health issues. So at some point, she like fell and like bruised up or whatever. So the school calls, it's like there's something going on with her. They know there's bruises on her, and she's like, well, she has seizures. She fell when she was in the tub. She got bruised up, but there's like no, they're thinking she's abusing her child, like CPS. So they're like, you need to get down to the school. She's like, I can't leave my job. I was already late. My boss is like, I'm on my last warning. Boss was an asshole. I can't look at him the right way because he is the Colonel from a different world, and I loved him. He's now the character where it's like, he's gonna be always effing me, like, and that's what makes to me from now on.
They played it well.
They said Tyler Perry will make you hate us.
And they saw all the men in his movies that now hate them in real life. No, for real. So she had to leave, get her daughter. Came back. People was rude on the job, like saying that she's taking too long. You know how people be. People trying to use their wig on stuff they can't use.
Yeah, it's first of the month.
It's the first of the month. It's like a lot going on, and nobody's like really understand like what she's going through. It makes you really think about like what people are going through.
Yeah.
Like, how you interact with people.
Yeah.
So go to school. CPS takes her daughter, so she's going back to work. She gets like an accident on the way there, and he ends up being a cop, and he's trying to make her life hell. They take her car, so she has to watch. She's getting evicted because she's late on rent. It's like so much stuff on this one day is going wrong. She goes to work, ends up getting fired. Because she took so long to come back. Because she
didn't have a car.
It was raining. She had to get back home to get some stuff.
He wouldn't give her check. So she couldn't pay her rent.
She's like, I just want my check.
Right. She couldn't pay her rent. She couldn't give her daughter the $40. That's all she wanted to do.
And they wouldn't do
And
that?
they wouldn't give it to her because he was a jerk. He's like, oh, you know, when you get fired, it has to come in the mail. But he had the check. He was just being an asshole. So, other stuff happens. He ends up getting killed. She ends up offing him. It's a whole thing. It looks like a robbery kind of gone wrong. Yeah. It was like a robbery gone wrong.
And he blamed her.
He blamed her, said she set him up. And she just like, at the point, snapped. She tries to go to the bank. She gets her check. And you know what's crazy? All that money that was there, she didn't take nothing more than her check. She could have took all the money that was there, but she just wanted her
$581.
She just wanted her check to pay her rent and give her $40 for her
how much it was.
Oh no, I would have been taking that other money.
Girl, I know what I said. I might just take all the money. Goes to the bank. She don't have her ID. The bank can't cash her check.
Oh, it'd be those small things.
It'd be those small things. And she still has the gun from the robbery, and she basically is like holding up the bank. Not intentionally. She just wants her $581.20 to cash her check.
You know that number.
Her money to get to pay her rent and give her $40 at school. So the whole like hostage situation with the bank. They think she has her daughter's science project. They think it's a bomb. It's just a whole lot going on to it. Tiana Taylor's a detective who's the only ones on her side that's like advocating for her. Yada yada yada. So gets to it. Should I spoil the end? I guess we gotta get to the point of spoiling the end, or should I leave it?
I want to see how
just leave it. Yeah, just leave it.
Okay, yeah, that's already not relevant. But basically, the whole point of discussing it is the struggles single moms go through,
and the struggle be real,
and how people just
the struggle be exactly how that play out. We just choose different choices.
Some people on her final straw. Some people do. She's on her final straw. She just snapped. Right. It was like so much fell through, and all she wanted was her check. And then from that moment, when he would give her check, she was like, everything just snapped.
Because if he had just given her check, it would have been smooth.
Yeah,
like she would have been able to go pay her rent. She would have been able to give her daughter the $40. She would have been able to come back to work, do her job, to the best of her ability.
Yeah. So the character seemed like she's the type of character that she just mind her business.
And it was even, what was crazy because Sinbad was also in the movie. He played and he was like, he had made a statement. He's like, she's a nice girl. She's a great girl. And in her struggle, she made it a point to bless me in her struggle.
She always gave him money because he was homeless in the wheelchair. She always gave him money, even if she didn't have it.
But she didn't have it. So, you know what? She like always blessed him in her struggle.
She had a coworker that advocated for her that was like, no, she's not. She's a good girl. Like, this is not her. She would never do that. Her coworker tried to give her money, and she was like, no, is this my situation? I don't want to take from you because you're already struggling. She had like a good heart.
Right. She was very humble.
Like you said, she didn't steal the money that she could have stole all the money that he got in there.
All of it.
And all she took was her check.
She could have took all the money from the bank.
She took all the money from the bank. Even when she was like holding up the bank, she was like, they were trying to like give her all the money in the safe. She was like, why are you giving me this? I just want my $581.
Correct.
Like, that's all I want. I don't want all these stacks of money. Just give me my money to cash my check. And that's all she wanted. And she was just trying her hardest just to be a good mom and help her daughter who had health issues.
Yeah.
And there was like a monologue. That's what got me. A lot of it, the whole movie.
What points did you cry?
Girl, the whole movie. I was together for majority of the movie, but I was feeling myself getting emotional for a lot of it. But there was just one monologue where she would just talk about like being a single mom and how like nobody helps until she gets to that point. They think you always have it together. You always got to figure it out.
Nobody sees her.
And it's hard as a single mom. Like, and it was like Tiana Taylor was like listening on it. She was talking about she was raised by a single mom. She's like, I see you. I understand. And she was like, Black women always got to be so strong all the time. And then when we're not, this is where we end up. Exactly. like now I'm the villain.
Right.
Because I've been trying to keep it together for so long.
Exactly. I'm probably going to go home and watch that movie.
You should.
Because this listening to y'all resonates with literally, this is what we are experiencing. It's just not that extreme, but like.
Right. Because I swear, I've done been in situations where I'm like, you know what? I don't even care no more. I'm about to it's about to be a whole wrap. Like, I'm about to blow all this shit up.
No, for
like,
real.
But that's how it was.
It'd
It'd be the little moments leading up to it. It don't even be like one big blast of a moment. It'd be like the little moment. It was the don't have the teacher talking about the $40. It was them thinking she was abusing her child. They call CPS. It was the get her car towed and get into a wreck and she gets blamed for it. It was the getting her stuff put on the curb in the rain. Her daughter's medicine, her daughter's science project, all of their furniture. It was the coming back to work, soaking wet, still came back to work, getting fired. It was just all these, not giving me my check just to be petty. It's all these little small, not catching my check because I don't have my ID and I come to this bank all the time.
Y'all know me by name.
Man, I had that happen. I would never forget. That reminded me when Kroger on Dixie used to have a U.S. Bank inside. Mm-hmm. Man, I remember Peggy. You was about to get it. We draw some money or something, and she asked for my ID. I'm like, Peggy, if I know your name. If I know your name, you know I come in here all the time. Like you have seen me. Honestly, you see a lot of people, but
you know I'm a regular.
Yeah, you know I'm a regular. I'm giving you, you know what I'm saying. She would just be doing the most to get my ID. I'm like, bro, you know I come here, but I'm like, it's okay. I had it, so I gave it to her. But I'm like, that was kind of petty. Like you know, it's it's me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, so I felt that because the banks do that, and they could just cash a check. But it's like all those, like she was on her final straw. It was she's trying to keep her head above water, but everything she tries to make work, it just goes wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and she didn't know what else to do.
And I did like the fact that Sherry did step up,
and
try
Sherry Shepherd,
Sherry Shepherd, and try to help her out because she was the bank manager. She's like, just cash her check. Mm-hmm. I know this is protocol. You're supposed to ask for ID, blah blah. And just cash her check.
Yeah. Simple decision like that.
I remember there was a moment between those two where she kind of saw like Sherry Shepherd's like perfect life and like kind of seeing like that comparison. Like she had like the husband, like 2 or 3 daughters, big house, and she was like, "Well, that must be nice." Like seeing the dichotomy between the two, like Sherry Shepherd being this put together successful woman with a perfect life, and then Taraji's like, I'm just trying to survive. But we here together. She saw her, which was beautiful because we don't have people that see us and things like that.
Mm-hmm. We don't. And sadly, as a community, like the Black community, we don't see each other either. So
people in the supermarket that was doing her crazy. I got through a glass something at her.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because they was mad because they was trying to get someone they WIC that wasn't WIC approved. As I do this all the time, she was like, "Mama, I'll get in trouble if I do that." And it's like it makes you think of how you treat people.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Just because you're having a bad day or something's going wrong with you, you don't mean you got to see the next person. Because you don't know
exactly
what that person got going on. That's one of my favorite, concept. It's called Sonder, where, everybody around you has their own, storyline. Has their own, individual, unique life that they're living.
Yeah.
And you don't realize the person you walk by could be on their final straw.
Exactly.
The person who you just passed driving could be on their way to the hospital to go lay their child to take the child's life support or something. And you just never know who goes. So it makes you think twice before you, for that slight inconvenience, makes you think twice before you really snap on it or change your tone with it.
Yeah. But people don't, and they definitely don't respect mothers in any state that they are. They definitely look at moms who's in a marriage or whatever better than the single moms. And then when it comes to the fact that literally everybody knows we are taking care of the next generation, literally, why is there not any type of consideration behind that? Because I'm pretty sure when she did start vocalizing, my child, I'm just doing this for my child, what was the reaction of those other people who were hearing that? It sounds like they didn't even take it. They didn't switch up their treatment of her, did they?
You'll have to see. You'll have to watch. You'll have to watch and see for yourself now.
Yeah. But some people did. Some people definitely did not.
In real life, though, when people hear that y'all moms, do they take any of that in consideration, or do they still be like, "Oh"?
Sometimes.
You know what I feel a lot? I feel like people, being a single parent has become so normalized.
It has.
That people just expect you. Like my baby daddy has said it before. He was like, well, you're the mom, you're supposed to figure it out. Like, they think like, oh, my mom did it, or all these women before us did it, or women do it every day. They take care of their kids by themselves all the time. They pay the bills by themselves all the time. They can do everything. That they don't feel that empathy when we have those moments where we're struggling, we really need help, or we're like really like about to snap, like we're on our final straw. They think like you have to figure it out. Right. It's your child. You have the baby. You know,
you'll be all right. You will be all right.
You will do it every day. Right. Do it all the time. They figure it out. They got it. You can get it too, and you just don't know. Like,
yeah,
I feel that a lot.
I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh well, you know, what was your decision? You know, to get pregnant? You picked the wrong guy to have children with. That's why you're single. You know, blah blah." And I'm like, that's not even my reality, honestly.
Yeah.
Because like there's people who are in marriages and end up single. You know, single moms. So what? As long as she was you know, in that marriage and unhappy, it's cool. But now because she's single, it's her fault.
Yeah. Yeah. Or they think we're all trying to like get over, like even her also thought she was like trying to finesse, like leave out for something that wasn't like important. He was like, you just came in late, you want to leave? Nah, you ain't gonna get me on that. Like, no, I really have to leave, go get my child. Like, they don't take it serious. They think you like we're finessing or we're lying about what we have going on, what we're going through. And it's like, I don't always feel seen or heard as a black single mom. I even think a lot of times some white single moms get treated or looked at differently.
I do too.
I've seen situations where it'll be like, somebody will ask, they'll see like a white woman with her kids, and they're like, well, where's your husband? Or whatever. But they see a black mom with her kids that was like, they know she'll have a husband. Right. Like, well, where's your baby daddy at? Like, where's the baby? Where's the dad? Like, they don't really see it as like a mom alone because her husband's somewhere else. They see black women as like, oh, that's a single mom. Yeah. She's struggling. She's on welfare. She's on food stuff. She on this and that. Yeah. But it's like a white woman that's a single mom, or a white woman that's with her kids. It's like, well, where's your husband? What happened? Did your husband pass away? Did y'all get divorced? Like, all these situations, they're just assuming that like it'll be the same situation.
The sympathy and empathy is there for those white women for sure, and then for us, I mean, they look at us like cattle.
They do, and they expect us to be strong. They expect us to always figure it out, and we get tired of being strong. I feel like she said that in the movie, like she's tired of being strong all the time. She's tired of trying to figure it out.
Now.
Oh, I remember the older lady said, she was like, it's so expensive to be poor.
It is expensive.
She said it's so expensive to be poor.
It
is. I swear it is. I said about that my coworkers. Like, man, when I got my raise, I was so happy. Cut off all my stuff. Cut off my 3 C's. Cut off my food stamps. And I've been struggling. I was more stable before I got a raise. And it's like, dang, it costs so much. You think about daycare, how much daycare costs. How much food costs nowadays. How much gas costs. How it's about to cost because I ran got oil. Like, all these things that factor in. And don't let you be doing it by yourself.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's tough out here.
It is.
What we gotta do? How do we keep our head above water? Like, how do we?
Because we don't want to rely on government to help us.
We don't.
Which, you know, Trump gonna cut that off anyway.
Yeah, right.
But
you can't do it.
We can't rely on them to help us. But it's like we are literally sinking. Daily.
Every day's a struggle.
Well, again, it's good that we have support.
It takes
especially when we meet other moms, and particularly single moms. It's like we need to start banding together, because clearly even the black men are giving up on us, and we're raising y'all seeds. So yeah, we want to support the black men because we want to have our community together, but the division needs to stop somewhere. Yeah. So us as black women, we need to stop being divided, because I mean, we know how important our voice is, but we're just trying to fight through the noise of everything. I just think it's good that we are starting to pour more into having supports pop up.
Yeah,
more often.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid, y'all, to say, "Hey, sister, I see you."
Hey, sister.
Hey, sister.
We see you. I love that.
Yeah.
I kind of hope, like the same thing I said about the Adriana Smith. I hope that this movie sparks those discussions in households, in studies, in groups. That's what I want to talk about. Like, I want to get the people talking and discussion. But having like a support system, it gets tricky. I feel like my support system doesn't take me serious all the time when I'm struggling with things like that, where I'm like, I can't figure it out over and over again. It's like, well, that's your child. You got to figure it out. What would you do if you didn't have me? And
Exactly.
it's kind of like, well, yeah, but I have you.
That's definitely big in the Black community. Definitely huge. Because like there's been white families like their children stay in the house till they 1,000.
Yeah.
Black families, okay, you 18, you grown, okay, you need to go out, you need to, figure it out on your own. And then, you can utilize your support system, but only for a certain amount of time. Or, it just depends on your support system and how they feel in that day. So,
pretty much.
like, they might not want to help you today. Or they may feel like, because you need me so much, you trying to take advantage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not, no. I'm not trying to take advantage, and I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to take advantage. I'm saying I need help.
I was dealt with.
I can admit that, yeah, I had this child. Yes, I do have to do everything that I can do for my child, but I'm being able to be vulnerable enough to come to you and say, I need help. So then when I'm doing that, I'm asking you for help and you are rejecting,
There's a lot
rejecting me.
Of people saying that. Yeah.
People don't care until you
What do you do?
That breaking point.
Yeah.
Until it's too late.
Yeah.
So you kill your boss and you rob the bank.
Right.
Then people start listening and they start caring. But by then, you the villain. They try to get you to jail. They don't even care to really help you. They just like...
And then we kind of put blame on mothers that do snap or, single parents that do snap. Because there are single fathers out here. But single parents that do snap.
Because the story that's based off is actually about a man.
Right.
You see that? Yeah. He was trying to get his money for his child, I think it was too.
And that's crazy because it's like there have been numerous parents, single parents, that have unalived their children because they just been so tired, so fed up, no help,
Yeah.
I don't feel like I would ever get to that point, like so fed up to where I would want to unalive my child.
Yeah.
I might take out somebody else, but not my child.
I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters to what extreme, because I know that that's part of my testimony as far as my absence here. I got to my last straw with my baby daddy. My form of crash out created such a fucking huge domino effect that's causing the most extreme stress in my life that's affecting how I move as a parent, but how I have to like literally keep my insanity intact for the sake of my kids right now, both of my kids, including his. So it's like people don't care until either whether it's a crash out and they want to deem you insane, or whether you rob in a bank or whatever and they want to deem you dangerous or whatever the hell. They don't care to understand the backstory and try to help that person in the backstory. It's crazy to me. It is.
We're not hurt until we're screaming and shouting and acting crazy. They don't, everybody knows the lead up. But when the boiling point, when it boils over, that's when everybody starts paying attention.
And they only pay attention to what it looks like, not the message.
Point. They don't, what got you to that point. They don't care about what happened, like what got you to that point. They just like, oh, she's crazy, she's tripping. What's she got going on? It's like those little build-ups that took me there.
There you go. Those little build-ups. Because I swear it be these small things that make the biggest impact.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It do. That's why I watched the movie. I was like, "What? Damn, she just can't win."
Right.
Like literally everything that could have went wrong that day went wrong.
Like, you know how they can start supporting single moms?
How can they support
this podcast? Support this podcast. Follow these conversations. Get to know us as moms, as far as us or other people part of the community. That's how you can show that you care about what we are experiencing and what we have to say.
Right.
Just listen to us.
Be our allies.
Yep.
That's where we came from, though. We felt unheard.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't feel like there was a platform and there was somebody who was speaking for the moms, especially the moms who don't have the traditional thought of perfect motherhood.
Right.
What motherhood should look like, or who paints that rosy picture on social media when we be in the trenches 99.999% of the time.
Yeah.
So to be able to, for us to get here and like have these open discussions without judgment, if y'all judge us, it is what it is. We know we should
still follow us. Show us that view.
Still
press that like button.
Still leave your comment.
Right.
So engagement. That's what I'm going to say. But at the end of the day, we come out here every day.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up. Mm-hmm. Go to work. Take care of our kids. Repeat. Wake up. Go to work. Take care of our kids. Might get an off day or two on the weekend, maybe. Mm-hmm. If that's not, we got to run around for sports and all kind of other things. We rarely get time to ourselves. We always going doing something. Mm-hmm. So touch her mom today. Hug her mom. Ask her how she's doing. Ask her if she needs help. Sometimes, like with Janaya, she didn't know how to ask her. Because she was so used to doing it herself, and nobody ever asked how she was doing, if she needed help. Because sometimes we don't know how to go ask for help, because you'll think, you know what I'm saying, they were taking advantage. So be able to ask a mom how she's feeling today. Does she need help? Is anything you can do? So, it could be as simple as watching the child while she goes take a bath. While she runs to the store to do her groceries without having a 5-year-old on her heels. Ask for this and that down the aisles. Or having to tell a child no because you ain't got enough money. Sometimes you want that peace of just being able to do what I need to do without having my child with me. Like something simple as that, which costs nothing.
Right. And even with the strong friend, the strong mom, and they say no, keep being persistent. Because I know we have this exterior and everything to try to hold everything together, and we'll say we're fine, as what happened in the movie. We'll still try to keep pushing, but still be there for that strong mom. Still, even if she said no, you ain't gotta send me money for groceries. Send it anyway. Send that money. She'll take it.
And have heart, have empathy for people. Not even just single moms, people in general. You don't know what anybody's going through. You don't know what their last straw is, what they went through that day. Somebody could be at work after they lost somebody. And, you know what I'm saying? They just trying to make it through the day. And kindness is free. Everything we tell you is free. You don't got to pay nothing for none of this. Just a kind word, kindness. Just be a decent human being.
Right.
Like even if you're having a bad day, don't let that rub off other people.
Right.
You know. So
we got to be kind to one another and polite.
Y'all can let us know what y'all think in the comments. If y'all watched Straw, how y'all feel about it, what we can do to support our single moms. That's it. Go watch the movie Tana.
Okay, I will.
Okay, how was after?
Right. Oh, sorry. All right, so now we are going to enter into our mommy moments. So, of course, this is a time where you can share any good or bad moments that you have experienced with your child or your children. And, you know,
whoever wants to present, I guess.
Whoever has a mommy moment.
I have dove feet first into my sports mom life, and I'm so excited. I have been open sports mom. My friends took a video of me because I had my whole setup at the T-ball game. I had my chair, my little sunshade. I had my little Nikes on, my little shorts. I had my wagon, my ball bag, my broom makeup. I was just ready for it. Had the snacks with the oranges and all that. And I'm just diving into it. I'm so excited. As small as it is, because it's T-ball, so it's not, they don't really play. They kind of like, nobody gets out. It's like everybody gets to hit the ball, everybody gets to catch the ball. It's kind of like a little thing. But just being able to be out there, cheer for my son, see his growth from last year. Yeah, I want him to be like, my nephew was like always on go with sports. That's how we're trying to be. So after T-ball, we're doing flag football. After flag football, we do basketball. after basketball, we're probably going to do soccer. I just haven't signed him up for it yet.
Okay.
Some point, he's doing karate. So we're doing that every week. At some point, we're going to try to get him back into gymnastics. Talked about it early with the alpha cheer. Trying to get him back into that. I just got to budget my money right.
Yeah.
You know, karate costs, all these other sports costs.
Yeah.
But just keeping him active, because I was active growing up.
Right.
So that has been like something I've been really passionate about, keeping him active. He has his moments where he doesn't want to go, but I could be my mama because she'd be like, you don't want to go. He's 4. He can't make that decision. I make the decision for him right now. He needs to at least try it. To see if he really does like it. Like, do it for a whole season. Like, let's see how you like it. And he's been having fun to get outside. I think it's been helping with his like allergies and asthma. First, he had to get a treatment this morning because he was like coughing. But I think it's kind of helping like build up his like immune system with it and get him kind of used to, which is also the goal. He has to do swimming lessons.
Well,
He said, I'm not going to be scared this time. I'm not going to cry. When they turn us over in the boat, I'm not going to cry. I saw that story last week. They turned him over in the boat, and he was like not feeling it. He remembered. He was like, yeah, I'm not going to be scared when they turn the boat over. I'm not going to cry. So I got to look up swimming lessons now. But just, I've been loving sports. I can't wait till it gets like serious. Like, really. I done talked to Little League football coaches that trying to recruit him to come play for their team.
Yeah.
And it's just, I'm just excited to see his growth and see how he grows as a social kid, as an athletic kid, and just like enjoy it. Oh, and of course he's going to kindergarten too.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I'm not happy with him. He got to kindergarten early, but I saw that he got to Bezos now too.
Yeah.
I was kind of conflicted with that because I in my mind I was like, well, he might as well go to kindergarten. We already did everything else.
Yeah.
But talking to people, they'll say stuff like, well, why don't you send to Bezos? He might like Bezos. He might need another year to grow. And I'm like, okay, well, let me really think about it now. Cause I'm like, I don't want him to like have to do another year of preschool. Cause now I've had in my head like he's going with KP, he's going with my other friend's sons going to the same school, all going to kindergarten together. All his daycare friends going to kindergarten. So I'm kind of like, I want to keep him going, but it makes me nervous. Like, is he ready?
Yeah.
Is he ready to go? Like, I think like, you know, academically he's ready. Like he's
but
smart,
is he socially ready?
but like he's socially ready. That's kind of like been like kind of my drawback with it.
Yeah.
I have to Tuesday let Bezos Academy know. I kind of did want to see like what they're talking about because they're like Montessori preschool and they're free preschool. But my friend's like, it's giving daycare vibes. So like, if you want to do that, yeah. But she's like, he's smart. He could probably adjust well to kindergarten. So I don't know. Yeah, and I don't think he's that terrible socially. I mean, he has his moments, but it's kind of like with another year in the daycare or
how has he I guess advanced being separated from you?
Oh, he's good with that.
Then you have no worries.
Yeah, that's the part. Because some people mention that. I'm like, that's not the problem. He can leave me. He already said he must ride the bus. He's ready for school.
Yeah.
He's excited about that. I'm just scared about the like he'll have his moments of not wanting to share or like not wanting to play well.
The
with
teacher
other
knows how to handle that.
Have his like tantrum. He's gotten in trouble at daycare a lot lately, and that's what I'm kind of like trying to figure out.
He's also like an only child.
Yeah.
He is.
And there's that plays a part.
Yeah, because Kendrick's like that as well.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of times where he, like at school, he would play by himself. He didn't want anybody else. If he was playing with Play-Doh, he didn't want nobody else coming and playing Play-Doh with him.
Yeah.
He wanted to play by himself.
Yeah.
And he was actually in early childhood for like 7 years. I feel. No, but he went through preschool for like 3 years. And I wanted to get him, I got him tested to go early. And he didn't get in because he showed his whole behind. And so, like, when I was talking to people, they were like, if he's socially not ready, if he's not mature enough to go to kindergarten, like, don't send him.
Okay.
Like, let him go again.
Okay.
But what's
like
socially
is.
Well, yeah, what's socially ready though? What does that look like?
Because
to y'all?
Yeah, it's different. It's different for each child.
Yeah, I don't know.
Definitely.
I don't know.
All I know is because Irene's getting out of kindergarten.
Yeah.
They still terrorists. That's all I was like. If he's demonstrating like already okay with some social skills, then I will lean on what he's proficient in right now with his social skills and his intellectual skills and just go for it. Because they
I feel like it's just a boy thing.
Yeah.
It's just a boy thing.
I think it's a boy thing.
And some part of me's kind of like, well, he they're letting him in. So I guess he showed them that he is ready. So it's kind of like, why would I put him through another year of preschool? And I don't want to be bored.
Right.
Because he knows everything. So it's not, intellectually, I don't worry about that. Like, I think he's going to do great in school. It's really like the socially, how he's going to adjust to that. Right. No nap and things like that. But she does fine, like, in the weekends. Like, we don't really get naps on the weekends for real. He be fighting the naps. So he might do fine. But that was kind of like, people like, because I expect everybody I talk to be like, oh, they playing. Go ahead, send them to kindergarten. For people to be like, well, why don't you send them to Bezos? It's kind of like, okay.
Are they trying to say something? Right.
Yeah, they're trying to say something. Like, y'all think he's not ready? Like, should I really be like...
Do you ask that question to them? Have you?
I haven't. I probably should have.
Yeah, ask them. Ask them, like, the hard truth if you want more context towards your decision.
I am. Okay.
And a lot of people just think about the name. So it's Bezos.
Yeah.
Why would you, if they want him, why would you reject that for him to go? And a lot of people have
the bougie
he came off a wait list, so if they would have accepted him outright, we would have to deal with it. A lot of people, though, so I get it. It was like kind of a random kind of thing, and people like I guess rejected going, so that's why he got on off the wait list.
And a lot of people have a love-hate relationship with JCPS too. So
I've heard that a lot too.
So I've
heard that a lot too. He was like, "You ready to go to JCPS?"
Right. So it's really just.
Are you ready for school?
What you want?
I'm ready to stop paying for daycare.
I feel you.
Big factor for it.
Are you ready for homework?
Well, he used to get homework at.
Okay.
He never had like a pre-K program, so he would get. I mean, it wasn't like every day, but he would get homework and stuff. He would do it at home.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I'm pretty much ready for it. I think he's ready for it. I just gotta make sure if he is riding the bus, all that works. But they don't know if they're gonna have a bus stop like right in front of the house. We might not do that. I don't know. So we're just trying to really figure it out. They probably won't. Yeah. Because when I told her, she told me the street, and it's like probably like 5 minutes away. Which I mean, it's not bad, but trying to coordinate somebody to actually go over there to get them, as opposed to him coming straight to the house and going in the house, kind of like kind of a thing. But benefit, my brother-in-law works at the high school next door, so if I need him to pick him up, sign up for CEP and pick him up afterwards, then that could work out. But yeah, I'm excited. I am ready. I'm ready. Yeah. I think he's ready. I hope he's in classes with his friends. Hope they're in the same kindergarten class. I tried to ask. She said, no, you can't do that. Okay. The teacher just like, no, he's just like a random. So, okay.
Right.
We're going to figure out that he's in class with KP and Cass, his other friends. So, we're going to see. That's my mommy moment. I know I went on kind of.
Oh, no, you're fine. It's a lot to catch up.
It is a lot to catch up. I've been loving it.
I mean, mine's a lot of her mommy moments, so I can't really think which one to pick, but I'm going to just choose the most recent one, which was yesterday. So, Emery, her big age. So, in my head, I have to always tell myself it's okay when I don't know what to do. Because I'm learning a lot of new stuff dealing with a teenager for the first time. And especially a female. And so she was going through, her time of the month. And I could tell. So I was more so, offering my support towards her irritability and stuff. Because sometimes with my mood disorder, I don't know how to take other people's moods. But I asked her, do you want me to ignore your irritability but still interact with you, whatever? She was like, yeah, whatever. But then I could tell, like, when I was taking Irie to stay with my mom, she was in the car. She was critical about every little thing. And then she started freaking out about the Iran. She's like, we're going to die. And I haven't got to get married and have kids and become a man. And she was literally like having a meltdown. And I'm just like, it's going to be okay, baby.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what to do. It's like, oh my God, is this the time where I have to use the right words? Because I just, in my head, I knew everything was going to be okay. But you never know, like, because it was other stuff. I don't want to talk about it. But it was other stuff she was like freaking out a little bit over. So I'm just like, okay, I can only do the best I can. It's gonna be all right, I promise you. That's all I can tell her.
Yeah.
And kept it at that, but
yeah, sometimes that's all you can say.
Yeah, sometimes I ain't got nothing to say.
Right.
I'm just looking, but I try to rely on the fact that whatever support I can give, whether it's silent support or verbal support or whatever, I'm gonna try, but I don't have all the answers, so I'm figuring it out as it's happening. So that's where we're at.
You don't have the answer, Sway. That's a word. I never thought about that, like being okay with not knowing.
Yeah.
Or not knowing what to do.
Well, I'm an overthinker, so that plays a part in how I feel sometimes. Like I feel like I should be having all the answers.
Yeah.
Especially as a mom.
Yeah.
Because we have so many roles. And I know for me, like sometimes like when our kids are sick, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? You know, because sometimes you remember and then you don't remember. So I'll be like, okay, but I can't freak out because I have to take care of whatever the emergency is right there or whatever next steps. That always crosses my mind. And then sometimes, I can talk to my friends a certain type of way, but I feel like I have to enter it or approach it differently with the kids for them to even follow. So I'm like, I don't even know how to pour into my children sometimes when I really want to pour into them because clearly they're having a moment. Yeah. It gets me to thinking because one thing I don't want to do to my kids is cause trauma to them in some shape or form. So I'm always overthinking, which makes me so critical on myself as a parent. And yesterday I had to stay in my mind. It's okay that you don't have the right answers right now. Just concentrate on what's happening right.
Yeah, just being the present.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's good.
And she's better.
Okay, good. So like that moment.
Yeah.
Which one is that time the one?
Yeah.
Right. That's what's up. Well, I can piggyback off of that a little bit. So of course, Kendrick lost his Mimi. I lost my mom. And so not knowing what to say, to help him through his grieving process in the midst of my grief. His father and I got him a therapist.
Okay.
So he's been able to see, a therapist because it's like, you asked me and look, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
So our best approach was, well, let's go with somebody that does know what to say. Because I ain't got it for you. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be, as present as I can in this, in this transition and stuff like that. So, and I'm like, and it's, it's hard for me, of course. But, we definitely got him, a therapist. And at first it was funny because she would ask him questions and he would whisper to my ear, like, tell her what I said.
Oh, that's cute.
Okay. I'll be your spokeswoman.
That's cute though.
But he's been enjoying it so far. He's opening up more and more each session.
Okay.
So I think that's really good for him. And I also feel like it'll help him in his transition to kindergarten. I'm so sick of his first day of pre-K.
Oh man.
My baby's on another level. Period. He's on a new level. So I'm excited about that as well. Everything's kind of tying in. Yeah. I'm excited about that as well. So that's my.
It is transitions because y'all is about to step into kindergarten. First grade ain't that big of a deal, but
it is. Right, exactly. That is a big deal.
Well, Emory going to high school is even more a big deal for me.
Yes.
Aiden going to middle school is big for me too. So it's like, these new chapters. It's going to be.
You got elementary, a middle, and a high.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But I was just picky on y'all's transition moments. Like, these are new chapters for everybody.
It is.
We all about to experience what's about to happen next. You know. So, thank y'all for sharing.
Thank you for
Thank
sharing. Because y'all connection was really good with being okay with not knowing what to do, and when you're okay with not knowing what to do, going to find somebody that does know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's important. So I'm glad y'all shared that, because that's a really big message that I didn't even think about. I do need to be okay with not having the answers, and I need to be okay with seeking out the answers, even if it's not coming from me. And not let that hit my pride. Like, dang, I didn't have the answer for him, or I didn't have the answer for whoever in my life. I had to go find somebody else, but that's what they're for.
Yeah.
They have a different level of education than I do. They have a little more specifics that they know how to. Everybody has their strengths.
I have a question for both of y'all. Well, you.
Oh.
Would you? Well, for Lala too. For Lala too, but it's just more so just trying to understand.
Yeah.
But would you ever put Joe in therapy?
Ooh.
Just in general.
That is a good question. I have thought about kind of anger management, but not anger management, because he's not like a super angry kid.
Mm-hmm.
He has, which is on brand for his age, has a hard time regulating his emotions. And I don't know how to teach that.
Same.
So I'm struggling with that.
Same.
So I have thought about it, like seeking out a therapist or somebody who can like help him work through his emotions.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to, like, when he's having these blow-ups and these big feelings, how to teach him, because I just know how to work through it. I barely know how to work through them.
Right.
Going from like the 4-year-old blow-ups to the 33-year-old kind of can manage a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know how I got to that point.
Yeah.
And my mom really don't know either. So it's kind of like her thing is like just whoop his ass. So I'm like, I can't.
That's my mama.
I mean, yeah, but he still. There's still got to be some other kind of like ability for him to self-regulate before it gets to the point of needing a whooping.
Right.
So that's why I kind of
Because now
struggle with
you whooping him and you're basically saying that you can't have any emotion.
now I'm whooping him into submission.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like now he doesn't know how to process the emotion. He just knows if he has these emotions, he's gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
So he don't know how to really work through them.
Yeah.
So I have actually thought about that. I've kind of figured. I didn't know how to find one, because there's not like a specific, like a grief therapist or these different kind of things, or PTSD therapist. Like, how do I find that one for kids that can help him regulate his emotions?
Right.
And it's kind of like a pride thing. So I'm like, dang, I'm the mom. I'm supposed to know how to teach my child how to regulate his emotions. But I've gone through it where I'm kind of like, I don't know how to deal with this. Like, I've really been struggling. That's why I've been trying to be more present. It's like, maybe I'm trying to be calmer. Like, I've been trying to lead by example, because I know I can crash out sometimes. And sometimes my frustration goes to me yelling.
Yeah.
And that's teaching him. And when he's frustrated, he needs to yell.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I'm trying to be more calm with it, and like kind of talk more with him through his emotions, or when I'm like feeling frustrated, to kind of like show him by example. But yeah, I have thought about therapy for him, so like figure that out.
So shout out to Care Solace.
Is that the therapy?
They helped us find a therapist for
Who is it? Who is the name?
It's called Care Solace.
Care Solace.
Yes. They are in partnership with JCPS. So
Okay.
yeah, we went. We went to our son's counselor and told her that we wanted to get a therapist for our child. She referred us to Care Solace, who they actually ask you what type of therapist you want, what you're looking for, what you want to accomplish. And they actually go and search for a therapist for you.
That is a nice resource.
Right. That alone.
And then they kind of like get you in contact, with that therapist, or what have you. And so, yes, that's how we got our son's therapist. So,
because my question to you was going to be before, what happened to y'all's loss. Did you ever think about it before, or would you ever consider it before?
I would consider it, because like it took me a while to get therapy for myself.
Yeah.
So and it is helping, believe it or not. And so I thought about it, but it wasn't really like a priority.
until it became one.
Until it became a priority. So like, you know, it wasn't on my bingo card for 2025. Like if somebody said, oh, in 2025 you're gonna lose your mom.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're lying to me. Like,
Yeah.
no, it's not gonna happen. So once I saw how it affected him and the trauma that he experienced, I didn't want to take it lightly.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you know, oh, he's just a kid. Okay, yeah, he found his Mimi unresponsive, but he'll get over it. He ain't gonna remember, and he remembers every day. You know what I'm saying? He can tell you how that whole date went.
Oh man.
So I was like, yeah, you know, in different comments that he would make, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna get you some therapy, baby.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and with him going, you know, to kindergarten, I want to be as, you know, we want to be as ready as we can be,
right,
for kindergarten,
Yeah.
because that, you know, they don't really take too much serious, for lack of a better word, in kindergarten. I mean, in preschool. But once you get into like kindergarten and up, everything's serious.
That's why I was like, I was like, are y'all ready? Because oh my God.
Yeah.
I felt like they are advanced in kindergarten now. It almost felt like I was dealing with not the lessons itself, but just the structure. Felt like upper classmen type of, you know,
like 4th, 5th grade.
Yeah, and I'm like,
grade.
kindergarten?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I see y'all.
Yeah.
So,
because I think they're getting rid of the or stepping away from the No Child Left Behind.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know that.
instead of just pushing you through school, you actually got to work for it now.
Oh, that's what that burger was about?
Yeah.
I've had a whole different thought of what it was my whole life. I thought it was more.
Because I thought it was like outside of just education. I thought it was more because
I thought it was like finding those places where kids struggle and kind of giving that extra help to help them through, not just push them through. That's crazy. All right, well, this was very therapeutic.
Yeah.
It was great. I'm glad we're back.
I'm glad we're back
It's been a
too.
long time coming.
Back in the stew, back cooking. So we get close out with some affirmations. I've got my cards, but I got them on my phone. So we're going to just do 2 random ones. Give a little 2 first. We've been gone for so long. The first one says, hey, mama, you are a beacon of love, teaching your children empathy, kindness, and understanding.
Okay.
Any thoughts on that one? Or?
We are.
We are, definitely.
All 3 of us.
And the second one says, hey, mama, your job at home is worth millions.
Oh, absolutely.
So see, this
So kind of full circle moment.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. This is where we would cheers to that.
We see you, mamas. We see you.
I don't see what's All right, with that, we're closing out our comeback episode. So thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Mommy First podcast.
Where you're a mommy first.
And a baddie immediately after.
HBIC, don't you ever forget. She's still fine, she's still bad, she's still her, and you mad, she's still fine,